Alright, welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode number 516. I decided this one just do 2 episodes because I still got a lot of anime to cover, and of course also a news episode of Gojuju and all their stuff. So, we're discussing episode 13 and 14 of Lupinranger versus Patranger. Yep, I'm finally back to this after basically I put double on pause 3 days ago. I'm now back doing this. So, I'm going to try basically to work on the other anime. I'm going to try to get it done today. Let's hope I can get it done. Let's talk about basically these 2 episodes. So, we have it where, get this, Lupin Yellow and Panther Pink decided to take a day off where they just hang out in an amusement park the whole time. And, of course, also, it's still basically, Panther Pink does not know that, well, the one who is there anyway, does not know this girl hanging out with one from the cafe is, in fact, Lupin Yellow. She does not know that at all. The monstrous one is a ninja. Oh, by the way, they do show up a little bit early. They kind of spoil what's inside the safe. And it's, I kid you not, it's basically a remodeled Patranger scroll. Yes, the second time in the series where a object in the Lupin collection is basically a remodeled prop from a different Sentai series. First be a Chronomorpher from Time Ranger, and now this one. By the way, the very next episode, they do the same thing where it's another remodeled object. I'll get to that one. Yeah, this one's noteworthy for having the first time ever we actually have a morph sequence of Panther Pink and Lupin Pink, or is wearing a mask, where they transform at the same time. And also, somehow, some way, I'm not sure how the heck this was accomplished. Like at one point, you actually have Lupin Yellow taking Panther Pink using her as a human shield, and her getting sliced, but she's not getting harmed. But her shirt gets jammed. They call it a dress, even though it's basically a blouse. Apparently, she put her bulletproof mask. Yes. That's somehow remained undamaged. Which I'm like, that's interesting. I would have thought that would got damaged. That was like second time the episode. The other time was basically where they had like an object of the shinobi. By the way, this is actually Kenichi. Which I think this might be like, with the exception of the grower, I think this might be the first female monster you've had the whole series. I thought that was really interesting. And of course, she's beaten by them, and of course, they take the object, and of course, the Lupinrangers don't do anything. Well, they do end up basically, the Lupinrangers end up basically forming their own mech and destroying the monster, when China says. In the case of the next one, this is interesting. So, basically, for the first time ever, the main villain of the series goes out in the field. Yes, he's asked by the monster of the episode, who convinces another monster to work with him, and get this, apparently his brother was actually killed by the Panther mech in a previous episode. Yeah, this is a retcon. This didn't happen originally in the episode. I don't remember which episode this was in. But basically, they're fighting one of the other monsters. And they even get a new mech here, this one. A drill. Yes, a freaking drill. And apparently there's also a crane, which is a 2-part mech. And it does function as an actual drill. I think as far as I can tell when it comes to drills, Sentai doesn't usually go with drills very much. This is mostly put a Metal Heroes thing. Yes, a Metal Heroes thing of having a drill. Because actually, it's more like a space sheriff thing. Because generally, put the first 3 do in fact have actual, like, a vehicle that's a drill. The drill thing is not exactly something Sentai doesn't do very much. I mean, the only one besides this one used is probably Patranger. Yes. Also, the poison thing. He actually went inside of this vehicle, which I think is making the first time ever in this show. Well, in Lupinranger vs. Patranger, we have a monster go inside one of the actual, auxiliary mechs to plant a trap in it, a poison trap for Panther Red. which there's this kid apparently is a fan of the Lupinrangers. By the way, they do not transform this episode. We do see them, and they get a treasure from the poison guy, and it's, I kid you not, it's a shuriken from Ninjanger. Yep, and you're probably thinking, like, why the heck would Andres Lupin have an object from one of these other Sentai series? I'm guessing probably the reason for this is because Toei had all these props just lay around their warehouse from all the previous Sentai series, and they figured, though, why not just remodel these props? Yeah, this is so far the third time in the series where the treasure is just basically a remodeled thing from the previous series. First, a morpher, and then it's an object, a tool used by one of the previous Rangers, and this one's kind of the same thing. By 20 in the episode, the other one was killed by complete accident. Oh, by the way, don't have a mech fight in this episode, which I found that interesting. Probably because also, by the way, the Lupinrangers, they don't do much anything in this episode. Yeah, they're just there. They want to get the treasure, which they do. They do, in fact, get one guy's treasure. They open up like, oh yeah, I don't have my treasure. Probably because Patranger got it. The other one, in order for his safe open up, he just throws his away. And then he gets pretty much eliminated by, well, he gets attacked by his own boss, ending the episode. Quite interesting 2 episodes we have here. Do I think basically we might have more remodeled previous Sentai props? It's possible, who knows? But mostly put, they've just been regular objects, aside from these 2 times. I'm looking forward to it, per se, and at this point there is roughly, well, let's see. There is exactly 37 episodes left to go for the whole series. But before my break, I have exactly 21 episodes left to go for the before my break. Yep, 21. Still got a little while to go before I pause again. I have 10 more to go. So, hopefully not too much longer, per se. I hope not. So, that's pretty much it for the video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up, basically, we have, probably because I'm going to have dinner soon, watch Isekai Quartet next, okay? Next video. Bye.